Morning, everybody. Time to look for books. Mike, the Golden State Picker. We are going to go through a couple of bins. I think I'm going to get one more, but I'm going to show you the two that I pulled down right now. And inside here are books. And sometimes we find more than books. Hopefully we will. Be interesting. Some books go on eBay. Most of them go on Amazon. We try to get the books that don't go on Amazon to pay for the bins. The bins are $100 each. So we're gonna peek through them, show you Scout IQ, what we're looking at, and kind of generally tallied up at the end and kind of show you what we make. All right, let's get to digging. All right, everybody, we are now going to set up. This is my phone set up here. This is the app called Scout IQ. We've talked about Scout. Everything is linked down below the video description of the software and the hardware that I use. So this is Scout IQ. This is a little handheld scanner, Natamu, and it will, it's hooked Bluetooth-wise, and we're going to scan the the barcode just like this. So we scan it and we come over there and it will then show us yes or no. The red means negative. We will take some reds if it shows positive in certain conditions, but we're looking for a green bar across there. We have my profit set at, this is the profit. So if this was green, let's say it said $3 profit, that would be my profit after each book, including all my costs at Amazon. A little loud here sometimes. My buy cost, I set at 0 because each book is going to be 0. We're going to have some stuff that's going to pay for these bins. So the Amazon side, that is going to be free, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We've got all these books here. It's hard to say. You just don't know what's all the way down. It's a real crapshoot, but it's fun because you don't know what's in here. I will always make some money. I make more some days and less some days, so it's going to be interesting. Let's go take a look. All right, everybody. Hey, we are set up, and this is my phone setup right here. This is the app Scout IQ. All of this is down below in the video description if you want to know more. There are links to Scout IQ, links to the things I use, all that kind of stuff. I also use this, a handheld scanner. It's Bluetooth connected. It's going to scan the UPC code of the back of the book, and we're going to get the information off of here. Right now, the first book I scan, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to scan this book right here. Okay, that's the same book, basically. I scanned it once before, but now it's in here. We have a red situation, profit negative $1.07. So this is a reject, no e-score. That book's really bad. So that book is going to be tossed into the empty bin over here. We're going to transfer books from here to there. We do not keep all of the books. A lot of people say, what do you do with the duds? The duds are going to go back in those bins and be recycled again. I don't have the space for everything. I will keep some book lots, but a lot of book lots I'm going to just have to let go. I just don't have the space. That's me. I'm looking for a certain dollar amount for me. I'm happy about that. But trust me, the books do get recycled again. A lot of people get upset and say, oh, you're just throwing books away. They go to other places. So anyhow, that's how we're going to get this show started. Hopefully we'll find some cool stuff inside here as we go along, and we'll discuss things as we do go along. Okay, here is what we call a bread and butter one. I'm going to show you this one right here just to give you an idea. So I'll zoom in as best I can here. You will see this book is a $3.07 profit. Very good rank, 7K. Anything under 1 million in books is pretty good. E-score of 96. It sells about 200 times a year. Even though this is brand new at Amazon at $10.99, if we tap up here in this left green, we will end up selling the book for $9.89 and still make some good money. So even though Amazon's selling it for new, we can sell it for used. So that's book number 1. All right, here's a book that may be good for eBay. This is a Disneyland book, and some Disney stuff can go for a few dollars. I think I've sold something like this. Even if I can sell it for $15 or $20, and I think it's going to sell. I will check it at the end on eBay just to make sure, so I kind of pull it aside and then decide at the end if I want to keep it or let it go. So this is just, I'm not going to stop and spend time. I'll spend time at the end attempting to go through a lot of this kind of stuff. All right, now we've come to some comics. Comics are difficult, so there are a few here. I will just add these to my comics lot. I have a big lot at home, so I will just throw these in, and I will look at a few here and there, but comics in general are very difficult to figure out. There's a lot of comics in this world, but generally the older the better, and but anyhow, they can lot up pretty good. That's where these will go. So these are a keeper. All right, we've talked about Easton Press, and this is Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte, and if you open it up, you will see that that is an Easton Press book. So we keep this. Hopefully we can find more in here. If there's one, there might be more. It'd be nice. If not, we just keep adding these to the collection and build a nice little lot, and then flip the Easton Press, the Franklin Press, all of that kind of stuff. All right, now this is what we call a banger. This one should sell pretty good. This is System Verilog for Design. Take a look at this one right here. If you look at it really close, I'll try to get as close as I can. $117 of profit, $147. Now, why this book is good, as you can tell, the FBM, which is this left side, is $128, $147 on FBA. We can tap this little thing down here. It's a graph called Keepa. If we tap it, we can see that it bounces. This is going to be at least a $100 book. See that black line is all around 100. So I would say this is at least a $100 seller, at least. And at $100, even at 128, you make 101. So basically, you can tap all around Scout IQ. You can touch the 128, it'll tell you the profit. If you tap the 179, it just tells you everything. Now look at Amazon's on it at 219. This book is a good one. This one book right here will hopefully pay for the entire bin. Okay, here is a book, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thompson. They made a movie out of this, I think, with, can't remember the guy's name, but this book, I'm going to show you something here now. Now, here is red. Look at 231 red, 98 E-score, and look at the rank, 2,000, okay? So this book should be able to get us 231 even though it's red. So this will definitely go in. All right, here's something maybe for eBay. You can sell this type stuff too on Amazon, but I'm going to look this up. This is Doonesbury little box set, and these can maybe get you, some can get you surprising good money, but this one maybe $15 to $20. So this is what I'm talking about when I find stuff that might have to go on eBay. But again, you can find this on Amazon, and I'll put it on Amazon if it has good comps there. I definitely would put it there. But this is what we're looking for. We've gotten off to a fair start. We haven't even touched this bin, and we're doing okay so far. All right, just trying to show you a solid little find. This is Napoleon Hill. I think it's Think and Grow Rich, the author of that, but this is the Law of Successes. You can see over here, try to get as close as I can. 754 profit, 16K rank, 84 E-score. This is what, again, when I talk about, this is Amazon selling it for $20.99. So if we tap the green up here, one more time, we're going to sell this for about $18.89, which is right there at $18.99. So this book will sell. Can't be afraid of Amazon selling it new. There are people who'll save a buck or two, and that's how that works. So that's a solid book. All right, let's go ahead and scan, show you. You can hear that audible sound too. That is alerting me, so I can also use Scout IQ with sound, that little ping. And that one there is $5.68 profit. Let's take a look at this one, scan it. 151 plus. That means this book sells all the time. Amazon's on it at $37.05. We're going to come in just under probably $17.96 with $7.79 profit. Rank is 29K. So a couple of really nice books there. It's about $12, $13 just in those two books. I'll just scan some just to kind of show you how I'm doing it. I'm just kind of going through, looking. If it has a UPC, generally speaking, you kind of know when it's not good. Now this one you would think, okay, this has a chance, okay? And it's showing red. I'm going to come over. It's showing red, 5K, 110, 157. Because I pretty much pay zero for these books going there, I will put this in and make $1.57 on this particular book. Nope. I can't tell you how many books you see with people's pictures on the back. That is, I don't know, Joanna Lindsay, but anyhow, you know, Nora Roberts, you name it, Clive Cussler. Clive Cussler is known for his picture on the back with a fancy sports car. Yeah, kind of an interesting title. Nope, no good. So you're looking for titles, like here's a Steve Jobs one. You're just, those kind of are the bread and butters generally. I'm just tossing them over, so don't get upset if I'm tossing them. Books are pretty darn resilient. They don't damage real easily. Here's an old cassette book. That would not be good, even though it's brand new. It's cassette, CD probably. What's this thing here? Just an empty box. What's inside it? Kind of a quill pen, kind of different. See, this is what I mean by finding different things in the bin. This could be, you know, not a lot, but you just don't know. Got the ink, it's newer. But again, it's something that I definitely will put down and keep. You have to just put it on the ground and move on. Just trying to give you a flavor for how I do these. That used to be good. It's still showing good, but I'm gonna take it, but look at it when I get back home. Guns, Germs, and Steel, showing $2.57. I'll show you. There it is, showing $2.57. But again, I think that there's something missing here, and I'll look at it when I get home. I mean, it's just a long. Now this one's covered up, and I'll see if we can catch it over here. Let's go over here. Did it? I think it caught it. Did it? No. Yeah, it's not the right cover, but 4.1 million 0, so it's no good. Nope. Nope. No good, I for sure. Old. Well, this is an interesting book. Kind of opens up. Kind of nice, different kind of cover. And no good. This is probably a book on arthritis. No good. Generals. Nope. This is what you gotta do. Old textbook, looks like. Yeah, you can just tell when it's an older textbook. You still scan it, but generally speaking, there's probably no chance. Textbooks, they go in and out within a year or two, it seems like. Some kind of racket that they have. Textbooks are extremely expensive, especially the newer ones. All right, I'm gonna have to spin to the other side to even this bin out. We'll keep going. Okay, so here's our first Stephen King. We usually run into some Stephen King. This is Pet Sematary. Now, I'm gonna give you a couple pointers on it just in general. When you open it up, you don't wanna see book club edition. So this is looking good so far. And then we open up to past the title page. Right past here, it says 1983, so we're looking pretty good. I'm going to try and put it to the side for a second. And there you go. So I believe this guy is a first edition. So there should be some value here. I don't know exactly what until I look it up. But this one should be good. And I got a couple of others. Yeah, printed in the USA. So this should be a pretty good book. Got to be very careful with this one. I got a couple of other ones over here. This is Insomnia. We'll have to look that up. Bag of Bones and The Talisman, but not too sure if any of those are. But the Pet Cemetery, Cujo, Shining, that should be open. All right, guys, you can see I am actually inside the bin. You have to kind of get in here because you can't bend these walls down, and then you got to go through it. And you can see I've almost filled this whole bin up right here. Back here I got a few Stephen King on the ground, and then a bin back over here. So basically I got to go through this way, hop in it, kind of go around it, be careful where you step, and search around and look at the books and fill the other bin up. So a little bit of physical work for me. At least it's cool out today. Sometimes it gets hot, and then that's a problem. So then I have to move to the shade. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, let me show you a couple I got out of the bottom just to kind of look at. Here we go. So here is a book set. This is Reardon, and this is Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So there's the barcode. Let's scan it. All right, 14 E-score, 1.2 mil rank. Everything's going off at my house. Profit of $69.82. We'll look at Keepa just for kicks, that little graph I talk about. I don't think it just had a spike up here. I'll do a little bit more looking, but even if I sold this one at $30 or 40, let's say 40-ish, 50-ish, still going to make money on this one. I don't know if it will sell for that $69.82 profit. You just don't know, so I got to look at it a little further later on. Let's take a look at, I believe, I want to show you something that's restricted. So here's a textbook. Looks pretty cool, and we're going to scan it. You'll notice it's no good. It's red. But what I want you to notice on the Scout IQ, I'm going to try and get close, are the two red X's. That's how we know if this book is restricted on Amazon. So let's say this book was a $50 profit book. It's two red X. I can't sell it on Amazon, but you can sell it on eBay. So the red X's help us notify if the book is a reject or also a blocked book on Amazon. So that one is no good. Now look for these. These are going to be like games. This is Fallout Vault Dweller Survival Game Guide. So if I click it, well, now look, see, this is another thing that Scout does sometimes. You got to be careful. It's not showing anything in here, so I've got a faulty reading because I probably read maybe one of the other barcodes. So I'm going to try and read one of this one here, and there you go. I got the right barcode. So $16.54, $29 roughly for this book, and $16 profit. Now talking about game guides. Here is a Prima game guide. This is the Super Mario Galaxy 2. So this might have some value on eBay, even on Amazon. So this will go on the ground for me to look over. And here we go. Another Easton, Little Women by Alcott. That's an Easton book, so that's added to the collection. And then talking about just titles in general. This is The Autistic Brain. And this particular book, if we scan it, pretty much on bread and butter, 29, 338 profit, 583 rank. That's kind of that's about what you're going to bang out most of the time, $3 to $7 to $8 a book on Amazon. All right, let's go. That's bin number one. All right, we'll go through a few in this second bin. This one's looking a little more sketchy, as we say. I've gotten a few out, but you can kind of tell. We're kind of reading the bin as we're going along, and you can see that it's kind of old. Now, this is fine woodworking. This is probably going to be some volumes. This might have some value on eBay if they're in there. It looks like I'm gonna get to it. There's two. Looks like another one below it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 47. The covers are what are. These might help it. These binders. So there looks like there's two there. I'll put that one right there for now. These are just all, generally these kind of books, you can kind of tell. I'll scan a few here and there, but most of these are the Scholastic types, and I don't collect them, so we will push them over that way. This one might be a little sketchy, but still, we'll make some money out of it. You just got it. This is a game of basically a game of attrition. Just got to kind of these coffee table books. Sometimes that's Georgia O'Keeffe. That one looks pretty nice. Let's take a look. It's called 20th Century Architecture. It's got a little bit of damage there, but let's take a look. No go. Granite. That's kind of a different title. We're looking for titles too. Look at this. The Granite Landscape. Just different. Nothing. Looks like another fine woodworking here. I like this kind of stuff, but I don't, because it takes up a lot of room and it's difficult to ship. So there's got to be some good value in these before I keep these. This is going to be one I will look at and see if it's worth to hold on to in the long run. All right, we'll keep going through this, guys. So when I talk about the back cover, here's something by Judith Michael, and I know it's no good, but I always look at the back cover, and that is something like Olin Mills portrait almost. You know, I mean, it's just, you can tell how it's just old school, and then the photo just kind of like confirms that. All right, we're in another bin here, so this one's full up. Tossing over here, and we've already gone through 2, so we're going through this one. And this book here is Waking Up to What You Do, and I was talking about, you know, titles. So this is a nice solid book, 2080 score, 145,000 rank, and $10.66. So it should be pretty decent little find here. All right, here we go. Your Brain Is Always Listening. Clean. Some weird readings here. So we got to look at this a little closer. It's a 2 million rank, 13 e-score. It's telling me 32.86 profit. If I even came in at 31, which is the lowest FBM, I still make $19. But we got to still keep checking. So I'm going to check the Keepa and see what it's doing. And it's selling right around that 30 mark, in that 24.25. So you can see the black line. I'm looking at this black line. I can't turn my phone sideways, but that's what I'm looking at. The blue line is used. I mean, blue line is new. So I'm thinking that, yes, this is somewhere in that $24 to $30 range. All right, here's manga, guys. And this is like a Yazuka Lover. Now, I don't know if there's more in there, but we scan it, and it really doesn't show up as a winner. But this will go into Manga Lot, and if I can find more, like 2, 3, 4, 5, then I can sell them as a set on eBay. But keep your eye out for manga. I talk to you about that all the time. Always good. All right, guys, we talk about Chilton truck manuals. Here's the Mazda truck. I would say acceptable condition, but still, look at the pages are in very good condition, so can't complain about that. So we look over here and look, 14 e-score, 1.5, $47.44, and that 64 is acceptable. So we come in about 54, still make about 40 bucks on this particular book. All right, here's a book, but it's National Geographic, and for some reason, guys, National Geographic blocks us every single time. So we would make $11, but it's got 2 big red X's on there. My thing is falling over. You know, there's a good chance we would have made $8, $9 on this book, but because it's blocked, it's not even worth it to put it on eBay. So it's got to go bye-bye in the bin. There it goes. Yay, here we go. We come right back to one that's Robotech Art 1 and swing over, and we got a 19 e-score, 1.5 million rank, 76.51. Even if you came in at 61, it's 43.82. Let's do our Keepa check. Here's our Keepa check right here, and you can see it's bouncing all over the place. It's just definitely going to make some money, even if we sell it in that 61.53 price range. 43, so about $35 to $40 profit on this book. All right, let's do a little just cruising along, see what we find here. If we find anything. Interesting one. Notice how I gravitate towards stuff like this. English Language Learners Foundation Teaching. Yeah. Oh, look at this one, guys. Look at this one. 72.37, 58 e-score. It's telling me 105 on Amazon, and if you tap it, it's going to tell me 94. Even at 65, it's $47. And let's take a look at Keepa again. We look at Keepa graph. Yeah, it's definitely going to be lower than that. It'll be about, for me, for about that $65, $62 range, and a really nice book. All right, let's get back in here. Let's dig around a little bit. Nice one there. And my ring is going off. It goes off all the time. Hey, mask. Look at this. There's one here. Generally, I find that business books, unless they're newer, they don't do very well. It changes. Same thing with accounting. Accounting books change too fast. All that kind of stuff. What's up here? Just dig across. Nothing. Family cursed. Nothing. Now, Chapman piloting. Certain ones are good. I'll have to put this on the ground to look at it. But I don't think it is. But we will look at it. This one used to be good. It's got, somebody's already got it. Look at, this is an Amazon one. It says new. Looks like Amazon. So we'll throw it over there because we got to scan it further. Nothing there on that one. Good title. No go. Whew, I'm now in the sun. And believe it or not, it's like 62 degrees. That's it. And I'm already roasting. Dude, oh, that one hit. I got to go get it. I know where it's at. That one hit for $7. Well, a little too fast. Sometimes I get too fast. But I know what it is, so I'll pick it out of there in a second. This one used to always be good. Brené Brown, she has another one that's great. This one is not doing as well anymore. Atomic Habits is still up there as like number 2 I saw the other day, so it's still doing well. Alright, we had a truck leaving, so I had to kind of move some stuff. So, let's keep going. No, that one's no good. Just gotta, this is it. This is what it is. It's dirty work, but it's actually kind of fun. I enjoy it because you just don't know what's in there. You know, I just keep looking for that holy grail book that's exciting, or somebody dumping something by accident in here. You see that all the time. But a lot of this stuff we can just toss. Now, you're looking, you're going, wow, you go so fast. You know, I used to collect Stiltons. I don't anymore. We're usually going to go fast as I kind of know, like, this is just not going to fly, okay? But 10 Commandments is not, that paperback is not going to fly. So, we just know, you know that this isn't going to fly. So, we can speed up at times, and then sometimes I'm slower. Nothing there. That looks like a Castarillo. That looks like a junior high book. Interesting. Yearbooks, unless they're kind of cool, I don't mess with them too much either. I just don't have the space, so I have to constantly be telling myself to watch out. Don't get carried away. I've already got enough. This might be a Bible over here. Look at this one. There's my first. This one's in Chinese, I think. No, it's a hymnal of some sort. I'll look it up, but it's a hymnal. These are hard, so we'll look it up. Alright, let's keep spinning around in here. It's definitely warm. I'm wearing a flannel too, so that's not good. I get too hot. I'm just in this sun. I'm probably going to have to move around the corner. That looks like a lot of, you can tell this is what we would call a dirty bin. This bin is kind of dirty. It's like it's been from upstairs. A lot of times they will take these and they will have stuff that people dump inside other bins that are books, and they sort those out and they build bins like these, and this one feels like that. Bay Area Ridge Trail, $9.71. $9. Gotta cut the glare. $9.71 on that one. Alright, a few more here for you. We'll stop and just let me speed through this a little bit, see if I find anything great to show you. There's another one, Amazon, right there. You can see it says used acceptable. See if we still any good. No good now. All right, hey, some cookbooks are good. A lot of them aren't, but this one was pretty good, so let's scan it again for you. $3.89 for this particular book. A lot of glare today. Now look at this one. California's Workman Compensation Handbook. I will tell you about workman's comp. You know, we talk about being your own boss, right? And being a solo boss. One person. You don't have to deal with workman's compensation. I had my furniture store, my physical furniture retail location for 25 years. I paid workman's comp for 25 years. I didn't have one claim. All that money gone, basically. You know, you would think they would, because you're so good at keeping claims down, that they would take care of you, but nope, nothing. That money's just gone. It goes in to pay all the scam artists, basically, I think, sometimes. So here, see, that's a bag of Eureka filters. I'll throw it aside. It's older. We'll see if it's worth anything. We got our first textbook here, guys. Medical assisting. And I'd say call this good condition. Okay, let's go take a look at what it's going to be selling for. There you go. $70.96. 23 E-score, 783 ranking. Solid. This is a solid book, so nice little book. Got my first Bible. This is a Spanish Santa Biblia with a nice little cover. To see how much it is, but again, like I said, some of these Bibles, 15, 20, 25 bucks. Some can go for hundreds, so this is a pretty good. Here's an interesting book, 10 Birds That Changed the World, Stephen Moss. Take a look here. This is a solid book, guys. Must be just come out. 151. I'm trying to see where my phone is to help you guys. 151, 1038 is the profit, 32,000 rank. Amazon selling it for $23.49. What do? Tap the profit. We're going to sell this for about $20.95 and make about 10 bucks. All right, another book, The Great Delusion, and $36.29 profit. Trying to make sure you can see this, I hope. 51 for like new. Even if you come in at low 22, this book's gonna be a $30 profit right here. Nice, solid book. All right, everybody. End of the day. Hey, I'm gonna show you my scans in a second, and I want to do that for you and show you that. eBay wise, not a lot of stuff. I got the Stephen King Pet Cemetery up front, and that's about it for there. I did find this really cool leather collar, dog collar. I don't know, 25, 30. I think Stephen King Pet Cemetery is 50, so let's call that 80. This is a Rolex book. This is about 20, so there's maybe 100. And then over here, a few other little things here. Nothing super great there. Maybe only today I'm thinking out of as far as eBay goes, maybe 125. So that's way off for me. But bottom line is, I'm going to show you the scans in a second, but I also want to show you how to tell first editions. Here's a Stephen King, and I want to go and show you. So you go to this page here, and what I want you to look for is this numbering sequence right here. See how it goes 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, and the number 1 is missing. So this is a second printing. Okay, so that is a second printing. Now let's take a look at Insomnia. If we look at that one, now you see the 1. Do you see the 1 is in place right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a first edition, but it's still not a big money maker. So again, Stephen King is hit or miss. His main titles, It, Shining, all that kind of stuff, Cujo, Christine, those are big sellers. So lot them up. Yes, you can do that. That's another thing you can do with Stephen King. You can lot first editions. If they don't sell for a lot, maybe lot 4, 5, or 6 Stephen King first editions and go that way. Now let's take a look at the scan. So here is Scout IQ. And now on Scout IQ, you've got all these buttons down below there. There's my last scan. Nope. Go to Analytics. Now, up here, you can change to today. So I click today. And today, I scanned 700 books today. Okay. accept rate of 18%, profit 1742. But that 1742, take off probably 400. I'm going to tell you to take 400 off due to the fact that maybe I double scanned some books and etc. I don't want to fool you. So I'm going to say about 1350 in Amazon, 125 in eBay. Let's call it 1500 total. I paid $270 today, $270 for all the bins I got. So that gives you a general idea of how that works. So I still made good money. I would say today is off by about 500. Oh, wait. You know what? I got to show you something else. So let me start it, and I'll bring this stuff right back. But that's about 1500 for that. But I want to talk about something else. All right, guys. I wanted to talk about this because hey, this came today too. Not in my bin. Okay, now there's the dock here, and they have these golf clubs. And the guy that buys a lot of stuff off the docks, some of these guys, they want a lowball on this kind of stuff. And one of the guys said, hey Mike, what do you want to do? And they were trying to get, there's a lot of clubs up there, but this is what I really wanted. I didn't want all the other stuff. I got all these clubs for $5 each, okay, and he threw in the head covers. Now the head cover, this head cover, particular head cover, goes to this left-handed driver. This is a Ping G410. That's $200 left-handed. Beautiful driver. If that was a right-handed driver, I would probably take that and play it myself for a little bit. But these two are perfect for me. They are Rocket Ball Stage 2s, and I'm looking for a pair of hybrids for my North Carolina setup, and they're perfect. They are stiff. Remember we talked about you need to know? Stiff, both of them. So these are going in my bag when we go to North Carolina. There's a putter, an Odyssey tank putter. This is $100, has the super stroke. We talk about the grip, right? A little worn, but that's okay. That will be $100. And then we got these Rocket Ball Zs. These are irons. So we paid $55 for everything here, $55. And that included these head covers will sell. That's Epic, Maverick, Odyssey Stroke Labs, and this Torrey Pines one. All of these four right here will easily pay for the entire set. This Rocket Ball Z, I have the Titleist AP ones that I'm taking to North Carolina, but I'm going to look at these and maybe take these out and hit them before I leave, and maybe switch to these, because then I have the Rocket Ball Z hybrid. So I might go and do that, okay? But there you go. If I don't, these will sell for $200. So 200 on the driver, okay? The putter's 100. There's 500 right there. You've got to network, you got to know people, you got to know what you're looking for, and you'll make some money, okay? So there you go. There's a day in a nutshell of me doing books and finding something else. Hopefully you get a flavor of what I'm doing, and I'll see you in my next video.